Hi everyone! Welcome to Artsonia's After School Art Club. Today, we have a fun art project from Miss Narez, an art teacher from Texas. Hope you enjoy the video, and don't forget to have your artwork uploaded to your Artsonia gallery.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Narez, and I teach art here at Lakeside Elementary School in Coppell, Texas, and right here with you. Supplies you will need will be some sort of string. I'll be using embroidery floss today, and you'll need something to hold it down. So sometimes I tape it to the table, or sometimes I will pin it to my clothing, or maybe even to a small pillow. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to measure your string. So start by taking the first string, any color you choose. You can choose 2 colors, 1 color. I have 4 colors here, and you're going to measure the length of your arm twice, times 2. 1, 2, and cut. You'll take this string and fold it in half with the 2 loose ends on one end and a loop on the other end. And then you can use this string to measure out all your other strings. I think I'm going to do that twice with each color. So I'll now take another of the white, make a new one, fold in half there, and trim on the end, like so. I have 2 loops of white, and now I will make 2 of every other color. All my strings cut, let's take a second to organize these. We're going to try to get each one of these loops around one of my fingers. There we go. So with this loop on the end, I'm going to tie a knot. You're going to want to wrap these strings around your fingers, making a loop, and then pull the strings through the loop to make a knot at the top. Like so. Notice I have my knot way down here, so I had to gently push upward to get this loop to be a little bit smaller. This is a good size, one that you can fit your finger through. Excellent. Now we'll show you how to attach. Okay, so you have 2 options. You could take a safety pin, put it through the loop, and then pin this to something that you're wearing, like your jeans or your socks. You can even pin it to a throw pillow. You can take these on road trips, it's lots of fun. So another option though, since we're using our table here, we will use tape and tape it down to the table. I have my son Jacob here helping me. Jacob's gonna work on his side and I'll work on mine. There we go.
And try to put it above the knot so it's flat.
That's right, you want the tape to be right above the knot so that you can get this tape as flat onto the table as possible. That'll really hold it, because you're going to be tugging on this string, and if you don't get it on there really good, it's going to come undone. If that happens, it's okay, we'll just retape it, but it usually works pretty well. Okay, so when I first learned this as a kid, it was really fun. It was one of the great things I remember from learning as a kid, but all you have to do really is take one string, separate it, pick a color, any color, right?
Yep.
Separate that color, and you're going to make the number 4. 4. After you make your number 4, you're going to take that end of that string and stick it through the loop. And that is going to help you make a knot. Then you're going to want to pull down on all of these strings and pull up on this one until it stops right at the knot for your first one.
And what I do is I pull tight on this, and then I kind of wrap it on my finger, and then I feed it to them.
Yeah, so after you learn the 4 method, you figure out the best way for you to hold it. Like when I hold it, I wrap mine around my thumb like this. See how it still makes the number 4? So you'll just keep practicing, and as you do this over and over and over, you'll start to develop your own way of holding the string. This is how I start out. wrap it here. There's my small number 4.
Oh, mine fell out.
Uh-oh. And remember, pull down on the main strings and up on the knot string. And once you get this going, you can start tightening each knot to make it look neater. I sometimes like to use my thumb to push in right here to help with that. So we just make the number 4 over and over and over. So you can see that the yellow is starting to form a spiral around the core of all the other strings. By using my thumbnail to kind of push in on that knot. If you do that, it will turn out a lot more neat. Sometimes your knots will want to go and land where they're not supposed to land, way too far up the bracelet, like here. So sometimes you're going to have to make it land right where you want it to, at the very end here. So as I keep tying with this yellow, you'll notice that the yellow will get shorter than all the other strings. You're going to want to just keep going for maybe like 1 inch or maybe even a ½ an inch of yellow, and then you'll stop and you'll pick a new color to be your next band width of color. Not staying on?
No, it does not. It's not want to stay on.
It might need some new sticky.
And on this one, you can see how you can see a spiral around it.
Yeah, the knot doesn't stay in the same place every time. It lands in a new place, creating this cool spiral effect throughout the bracelet. Let's keep going. Maybe I'll switch colors now. So I'll stop using the yellow and pick a new color. Maybe pink will be next. So take your 4 and loop it through. Pull down on the cord, pull up on the knotting string. Tighten with your thumbnail. And just keep going.
And your first time it may not end out perfect. You might have some holes through it, but you just want to make sure you do it tightly. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a new piece of tape. And what I recommend, if you're gonna do multiple colors, like more than 2, like this, you want to do it in the same pattern every time.
I love that idea.
So it goes like white, yellow, blue, pink, white, yellow, blue, pink.
Nice.
And also, just to make sure it'll fit your hand every time, once you think it's getting a little long, you'll put your fist there and pull it over. But mine's not yet long enough.
Oh, to test how it fits your wrist?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to keep working on these, and we will come back in the end to show you how to tie one on your wrist. Okay, Jacob, after all that hard work, it's time to tie them on. Let me show you how. So you're going to open the loop that we started in the beginning and wrap the bracelet kind of around, but then you're going to divide these strings in half and stick half of them through the loop, like so. Then you're going to pull down to tighten this to your desired tightness, and then you're going to take these two and act like you're tying your shoes. So you cross them over, tuck them through, and pull. And if you do that 2 times, you'll have a knot. And now you have your very own friendship bracelet. These are really fun to do with friends and to trade them as well. You can also trim this a little on the end, like so. And now you have your very own bracelet. Great job, bud.
And also, if it's too big, kind of like that, and you can put like a rubber band around that,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's tighter.
Awesome.
And then once your arm gets bigger, you just take that off and it's big.
You can grow with you.
Mhm.
I love it. Good job. I hope you guys had fun. See you next time.